My name is Ariana, and today we're gonna read a story called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. A long time ago, in a place not too far from here, there lived a beautiful little girl whose father was king. Everyone called her Snow White because her skin was fair white like her mother's. Snow White's mother had died when she was just a baby, and so many years the whole community helped raise Snow White. One day Snow White's father married a woman who did not love Snow White. She was quite mean and very vain. Every day the new queen would look in her hand mirror and say, "Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the prettiest lady in the land?" For years the mirror would simply say, "Yep." "Am I the prettiest lady in the land?" For years the mirror would say, "Yep." But one day the mirror said, "Nope." You see, Snow White had grown from a girl to a lady. The mirror had been waiting for Snow White, who was always the prettiest in the land. Beauty surpassed the queen, for so Snow White, beautiful both inside and outside, made the queen furious and banished Snow White out of the Snow White to the forest. Snow White loved everyone. She made lots of friends in the forest, and soon she learned to be quite happy there. Her closest friends were the 7 wonderful Dwarfs. One day Dwarfs asked her to join her household. They were not quite what the queen had in her mind when Snow White vanished. The queen kept asking the mirror if she was the prettiest lady in the land, but the mirror just kept saying nope. This made the queen so angry, she decided to get rid of Snow White for good. The queen dressed up into a disguise and went to the forest to find Snow White. When she found Snow White, she fed her a black magic apple that made Snow White choke. Snow White fell to the ground, and the queen hurried back to the castle to speak to the mirror once again. When the queen did not realize how just many friends Snow White had made in the forest animals ran to find the Dwarfs so they could help Snow White with one slap on the dwarf. Black magic apple was knocked free immediately. Knocked free. Snow White immediately sat up feeling much better. When Snow White marched straight to the castle and told her father what happened, she and the king processfully removed the queen from the castle and banished her to the forest. Stuck living in the forest without her magic mirror, the queen grew a little less vain and a little less mean. Every day she eventually became quite lovely inside and out. So so much The 7 dwarfs invited her to live in their loving household. She is still there to this day. Bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed that story.